y'all, it's Monday with Mel. Hey y'all, happy Monday with Mel.
Hey y'all, happy Monday. Thank you so much for joining me for Mondays with Mel. I am so excited that you are able to join me today. And I wanted to just say thank you so much to my Mel's family for continuing the conversation regarding discrimination, racism, police brutality, and also heart checks. Woo, I have gotten so much feedback behind that activity that we've been continuing over these last couple weeks. It's been amazing. Keep the conversation going. Like I said, it's a universal conversation. Thank you so much for the comments on social media, on YouTube, and the emails. The emails I'm just blown away with. And also just a shout out to two special people who I'll be talking about in my future episodes. Thank you so much for the beautiful gifts this week. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So, oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with a very, very special guest. Sean Fraser, my amazing husband.
Hello, everyone.
I am like so giddy, so excited. I always love it whenever he joins me on my Mondays with Mel. So thanks, B. I appreciate that.
My pleasure.
Thank you for fitting me in on your schedule. I know you have been like, no, seriously, you have been super busy over the last 3 weeks. So
Thank you for helping manage my schedule.
Yes, I mean, it's my pleasure, my pleasure. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. So 2 things I want to talk about today. This week is Men's Health Week. And also we have a very special holiday coming up. Father's Day. That is one of the biggest holidays in our home next to like Christmas and Easter and Thanksgiving. We absolutely love Father's Day. And of course, you make it so easy to love Father's Day because you are an amazing dad, like best dad ever. I know I'm speaking on behalf of Landon and Connor, but best dad ever. So, like I said, it's Men's Health Week.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, we're going to have a little bit of conversation surrounding that. Just a little bit. So, babe, I had a question for you, and I figured that you could share with our audience.
Okay.
What are some ways that you plan to implement a healthier you? Emotionally, physically, and mentally?
All right. So, physically, one of the ways is we've been in the midst of COVID-19. And during this whole season, I'm with a person who knows how to cook very well. So, yeah, it's extremely hard when we're preparing all of our meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But one thing, I want to start making some healthier options, and that goes for both of us. We both love cooking, and there's indeed that we need to come up with some healthier options. I lost a large amount of weight, and I don't want to go backwards. I want to move forward. I appreciate that, honey. So I want to continue down that same vein. So that's one thing that I wanted to focus on. And you mentioned the word emotional. So when you think about it, emotionally, it really ties a lot into when you say your mental, because where your mental state is, everything that you're thinking about mentally, those things that are troubling you mentally, they're going to come out emotionally. So they really kind of go hand in hand.
Good. Can you say that again? That's good. I'm going to have to use that on one of my calls.
Yeah. What happens is going to come out, and they're going to work.
Good.
They're going to work hand in hand, and that's something to keep in mind because a lot of stuff that's coming internally usually comes out, and if you're not careful, it will come out in the worst of times. So being in this whole racial climate that we are in as well, I know that if I really absorb everything that's coming to me and flying to me at this time, it can really keep you 1 second away from anxiety and depression and all of those type of feelings. But you really have to think about what you can do. What are the action items? What are those things that you can really stand behind and look for change? So that is something that I like to go to. As well as always, number one is just being my relationship with God to help me through these tough times that you really feel like your back is against the wall and you really feel like, are we ever really going to get better? Are we ever going to do better? So those are the things when you
That's
say,
good.
you know,
Wow.
health, men's health,
Yeah.
emotionally, mentally, as well as physically. Those are the things that are on my mind. when it comes to
Wow.
that.
Well, thank you so much for sharing. I want to make sure I'm recapping this right for our home.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to cook healthier?
Ah,
Have
healthier options.
healthier options for you. I got that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I'll make
yeah.
sure that I implement
On both
that.
of our part, not just you, honey. Both of us.
I won't make
I
any...
play a part in this as well.
Right. But I won't tempt you. I will no longer
Mhm.
make any more banana pudding milkshakes. I won't do it.
Banana pudding milkshake. She made it. I was like,
I won't do it. I won't do it. But also, physically, like, I know that we get out with the boys and we're so active and we're moving around and grooving. But maybe that's something that we need to up our game with there.
mm-hmm.
So I'll make sure that we implement some more days there. And then just from an emotional and mental perspective, just this week alone, it's so funny you said that. I had in my notes to make sure that I find ways to kind of assist and manage the schedule. What's already there, it's there.
Right.
You can't do anything about that. But help you to say no to anything extra that's added on.
Mm-hmm.
But also from that whole emotional and mental perspective, like I plan on literally tucking away the honeydew list.
Say what? Wait, what'd you say? I didn't hear you quite well.
Microphone check.
I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I plan on tucking away the honeydew list for at least a
Hey,
week.
y'all are my witness. Y'all are my witnesses. Please remind us that she said that. You can feel free to type that into YouTube right now and just remind her. 3 days from now, you may want to remind her again. I would totally appreciate it.
No, I had that on my list.
Okay,
I really
all
have
right,
it on my list.
all
I'm
right.
going to be so
They
intentional
heard you.
about I'm going to be really intentional about that. I am tucking away the honeydew list and I am going to go above and beyond. Like we always have a home that's just of peace and calm and we try to set the tone, but I'm going to find those extra ways to do that. And speaking of extra ways, like here in the Fraser home, we love Father's Day.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Father's Day for us is like a big celebration. It is one of the biggest national holidays for us. And the reason why it's so special, guys, is because my sons have the best dad ever. Like, amazing. Hands down. Do you guys see this? So I'm jumping ahead of myself, but this year our theme, every year we set a theme for our house for what Father's Day will look like. From decoration to the theme to the wording, the meals that'll be planned out. And we start celebrating for a whole week. So it's like from Sunday to Sunday that we start celebrating Father's Day. And typically Sean's dad is here. My dad is here from Nebraska, and we also loop in like my uncle. Uncle Willie is here, but we also loop in our extended uncles on his side and on my side. And we have these big celebrations, random, like Saturday morning, huge breakfast brunch. Like when I say we really pull out the red carpet for our men, we do. Now I'm going to try not to tear up because we are practicing social distance this year.
Yes.
And we have to be safe. COVID threw us a curveball.
Yep.
So anyone who knows me knows that I'm crushed by that. But that still does not take away from me celebrating my honey. So this year our theme is Super Dad. Woo! Sean will always be our ultimate favorite superhero. And we look at you as being the best dad ever. And I know it's Father's Day, but I also look at you as being the most amazing husband in the world. So thank you for that. I really appreciate it. And thank you for being a perfect example for how the boys are to treat mom. You know, being the only female in the house, y'all, sometimes it gets a little difficult. But I want to thank you for that. So I want to share 3 ways that we plan on still celebrating that might help everybody else out.
Okay.
For one, we still plan on having our week celebration. It's been happening. Today is Monday and we're super excited about that. It's usually the whole breakfast option, the lunch options. Like my husband said, I'm going to change my menu and make it a little bit healthier now. We're going to make sure that we connect with my dad and with Pop Fraser and with all of our uncles. We'll be connecting with them 2 times during Zoom. We want to make sure that we keep the conversations going and still just pour into them all the love that they would be getting as if they're here. And we still do plan on having our Zoom family Father's Day call, which we're so looking forward to, and the boys have presentations and all that all set up, so that's good. So those are my ways that I plan on celebrating you on this week, and also just having, like I told you, I'm going to tuck away the honey-do list. I told you that I am going to create intentional moments for the boys and I to celebrate. We're still going to continue that thing because you are definitely worth celebrating. And I'm also going to have several date nights. Usually we have 1 date night a week, and we look forward to that. Tuesday, as you guys saw in the earlier episode, what was it? It's Tuesdays with Sean. So those are usually our date nights, and we totally look forward to it. So we're going to have a couple of date nights. You know, once the kids are tucked away and settled, we're going to have some hubby and wife time for this week as well.
Sounds good.
Yes, sounds good. And, you know, it's good that I have my plans and stuff because I have them every year. Like, I'm so excited. As soon as Mother's Day hands down, it's like, okay, Father's Day's coming. Woo! Parade time. But what are some ways that you think, and you can help me and help other women to celebrate the fathers that are in their life or their husband? What are some ways that...
Wow. That's a very good question. You think about, you know, all the tension and everything that is going on in the world right now. And whew, I'm thinking that it's definitely a way that you can really, you know, what'd you say, date night? I love date night.
Yes, okay. So wives, you heard that. Nice little date night.
Date night.
Date night.
That's don't need much.
That's it.
Time with you, honey.
Oh, that's
time
so sweet.
with you.
Okay, ladies, that's where you heard it. One thing, that's it. Date night.
That's it.
Cool. Okay, then. All right. Well, I hope you guys actually enjoyed us today. And just the takeaways, just to recap, I'll make sure that I post that in our recap of our videos. And once again, look, I am looking forward. I'll send some pictures and make sure I post a lot of pictures to celebrating this amazing man. Ladies, all across America, I hope that you are celebrating the men in your life, especially to my Black Mondays with Mel family. I hope that you guys are really pulling out that red carpet for your husbands and letting them know, your husbands, your brothers, your fathers. I hope you are letting them know just how incredible and how special they are, especially during this time when, I hate to go back to it, but it's just the reality of where we live, that they are being pinned as not being valuable, not even being human during this time. So, hey, it's our job to let them know just how special and important they are. So, they're looking forward to the celebrations.
I am too.
All right, guys, until next week, thank you so much for joining us for Mondays with Mel.